So I know it can feel really counterintuitive, but when you are looking for that dream job, it is so important that you get really, really focused and specific on not only the type of role you want to work in, but also the type of industry. I know for a lot of people, they feel like, oh my God, if I do that, I'm actually letting go of opportunities, because if I keep my search really, really broad, then I have much more opportunities. But that's not actually always the case. Because if you're keeping your search broad, you can't have a very specific LinkedIn profile. If you have a very specific search, then everything on your LinkedIn profile can scream, that I am the expert in this industry, in this area, and in this role. Also, when you get really specific, you can make sure you really build connections in that specific industry and in that specific role. You can't do that if you're having a very, very broad search. You also want to make sure you're actually learning about that industry and learning about that role. Again, that's much harder to do if you have a very, very broad search. And also when you're doing interviews, if you have a super, super broad search, you're never going to be able to come across as focused and as knowledgeable in that one area. So although it feels counterintuitive, getting really specific on the type of role and the type of industry that you want to work in, making sure your LinkedIn profile screams that you're the expert in that area, building your connections in that area, really becoming knowledgeable about that area, I promise you, it is going to make finding that job so much easier. And I know from personal experience how scary it is to niche down, because when I started my business, I had to do it and I fought against it for a very, very long time. So I know the feeling of fear that potentially you're letting go of opportunities, but actually it is the best thing that you can do. And if you want help niching down, you can always drop me a DM.